Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Thief the Dark mod. In the previous episode, we had finished The Accountant 2. We had agreed to undertake the recovery of these strange red crystals for some sort of alien creature, or a wizard of some renown or something of the sort. And in return, our wish to gain wealth and possibly security would be granted. We retrieved 2 of the 4 crystals. I think it was 4 crystals, might have been 5, I can't remember off the top of my head now. But we got 2 of them in our adventures in that episode. We had discovered one, like the ruins of this strange small pocket dimension, and upon retrieving that one, we were whisked away to like the ruins of a city near a tomb, which had been the resting place of some sort of sorcerer king. They had dug up the tomb in an attempt to retrieve its treasure, and the city perished because of it. The miners were cursed, and we ourselves, upon arriving at the tomb, tried to retrieve this crystal, only to discover that it was a massive trap and the ceiling began closing in on down on us. We were able to escape, however. We were warped away and then appeared on a train somewhere in the Arctic area of the world at the moment. It was quite an amazing adventure, so I'm going to talk about it for a little bit before we begin this one. I'll try and remember to put a link down below to skip it so we can get right to the new mission in case you don't want to listen to it, but I'll probably forget. maybe I'll remember. So, yeah, I really like the Accountant series. I like that warping movie or effect that we get. It was made by Goldwell, who I believe made Snowed In, which explains why it felt familiar to me when we had entered the bag of holding in that one. I really like that effect. That's a really nice touch. I liked how creepy the places were that we ended up exploring. It felt quite a bit different than the first half of The Accountant 2. Almost as if it should have been split into 2 different fan missions. But I can't really complain. I'm glad to have a longer mission to do. Yeah, I didn't find anything really wrong with it. I think quite a few critics of The Accountant 2 said that it would have been better to split it up, but I thought it worked fine, in all honesty. Again, really liked the longer mission, really liked the twist of how the playstyle changed as well later on. It felt like it also should be like part of a campaign of some sort. I also liked the various phonographs that were being played here and there. I really liked the one in particular in the casino, in the gambling hall, where the Moore and the Hammerite were playing cards together. I liked it. It's a bit more modern, perhaps, than most of the other music would have been. But I'm willing to overlook that. I thought it was a very nice touch. I really like the sneaky theme for that thief who helped us get into Lord Balkan's place as well. Overall, very enjoyable. Really liked it. The poor apartments felt very poor. The rich apartments felt extravagantly rich. Quite different from each other as well. And I liked that when I had redone it, in order to make sure I got my gear on the off chance that would affect how the game ended. I liked that I could skip robbing most of the poor people of any of their loot whatsoever and just focus on the rich people's places instead. But there's still stuff there in case you want to loot every single person's coin in the entire area you were exploring. Anyway, great mission. Alright, let's go ahead and play Exhumed this time. So as before, we'll go ahead and read about Exhumed and then we'll get going. Exhumed. Kirma and Airship Ballet, version 1. Oh, these are the people who made it. Airship Ballet must be a person. Their handle. Enter a haunted church in the far north and locate a valuable builder relic. Halloween Speed Build Contest, 2004 entrant. As you can see, I have not played this at all, so this is going to be a new one for me. The mission's already installed, and I think we're good to go, so let's go ahead and see what's up with this one. reading that it takes place in the far north makes me think that it's going to be another, like, it's going to be set place in, like, a cold area, which we could still worm into the story of our thief, that maybe he wasn't warped to the train quite yet, but told that there would be more missions for him to do, and this is where he ended up finding himself. Now, it does say a speed build contest, which means that I'm expecting this to fit into one episode. But I've been wrong before. Let's go ahead and play it. It's the middle of a northern winter. Oh yeah, good choice. All right, I'm accidentally making this a campaign for us. I've endured a month of long nights journeying from the heart of civilization to its very border. Though the houses of the builder have provided respite along the way, they have appeared with decreasing frequency. Now I stand before what was once the last of those safe havens, a final dot on the map amidst bleak hills. The border between civilized society and the pagan abyss. This is my destination. I have been sent to retrieve a relic from nearly a decade ago, a chalice made to commemorate the crowning of the first king in the north. The king was destined to do good in the land, growing the influence of the builder and paving the way for his works in the far reaches of the known world. St. Henry's Beacon, named after the leader of the first expedition into the northern wastes, has stood firm against the harsh environs. It has been abandoned on 2 separate occasions, once after a vicious pagan raid following the king's coronation, and again after a party sent to reclaim the chalice. Their last communication spoke of a demonic apparition haunting the grounds. If there is any truth to these claims, I must seek to purify its taint. In addition to the pagan threat, opportunistic locals will no doubt have caught wind of the plentiful meat to pick off the bones of the builder's house. I can only hope that they have already been and gone. The wastes are littered with those who saw fit to linger in the cold. Our objectives. On medium, locate any sources of pagan magic, find and retrieve the chalice, escape with the chalice. Okay, so this kind of makes sense. We can pretend that, like, the chalice contains one of these gems we were sent to find, like, within it, and thus we're only really concerned with this item. The gold, maybe we lost it when we were teleported over here, the loot from Lord Balkan's. Or maybe we stored it inside that floating library first, after we saw the skull. But to be fair, we probably wouldn't want to weigh ourselves down with all this extra loot in the off chance that the skull does indeed keep its promise to us. And there being some sort of evil creature looking for us would make sense, given how we narrowly escaped that strange, invisible monster in the last one. Oh, we can buy equipment, though, before we get going. We've got 200 gold only. Oh, it's 200 gold only, but the prices are really cheap. What did we end the last mission with? We had a gas arrow, a noisemaker, a moss arrow, 4 water arrows, and a health potion, right? And a flash bomb. So, okay, so we can make ourselves look pretty much exactly like what we had looked like. So let's do that. We'll take all the same stuff, and we got enough money left over that we can take another water arrow and another noisemaker. All right. Let's start. Well, that was really quick this time, too. All right, here we go. I think before we check the cathedral, we'll check the small building over here first.
Come on, damn you. Don't waste my time. Did you hear that? Get moving, Runt.
Cannibals. We have 5 broadheads, and we are allowed to defend ourselves this time if it comes down to it. Someone, or something, is inside. Do we have any rope? We have 2 rope arrows. So that's an entry possibly for us. Remember, I'm not really here for loot. I'm here for magic only, as I think so. Yes. On heretics. During missions to further reaches of the Empire, one must expect encounters with those vehemently who oppose the word of the Builder. Emancipating the unwashed societies requires patience, and many result in violent outbursts, which all brothers would do well to prepare for. Often these attacks aim not only to hurt members of the Church, but to weaken the influence of our Lord Builder. Numerous reports tell of heathens raiding and desecrating places of true worship with profane rituals to their pagan deities. One such account was given by Saint Henry in his letters during the first pilgrimage to the northern lands. They sought to round up members of the clergy, loudly demanding for the eldest, the Baelig, as they would call him, to stand up. Were thus the eldest to stand forth, he was promptly beheaded, and his head placed on the church altar for display. From pouches and sheaves, local flora was presented on the altar as additional sacrifice, most prominently gravemen's nettle, highly valued by these heretics. The band would then jump and howl around the altar while banging on it with sticks and clubs as if to gain the attention of one of their false gods. Most surviving members of the church were too scared to continue carrying out their duties. Brothers would request to be returned home or simply wander off without any prior notice. Those who persisted for any length of time reported ghostly voices and apparitions, and remained in a constant fear for their lives. A species found growing exclusively in the locales of heretical religious congregation. The mushrooms themselves are thought to be a direct byproduct of some religious gatherings' dealings with holy water. Holy water used by the church produces no such fungal growth, with the anomalous mushrooms found growing in and around sites in regular use by splinter sects. These sects reputedly use holy water to cleanse the bones of those they consider to be tainted by evil. This cleansing generally occurs after death, and only rarely in life, when an individual is thought to be possessed. Forgive me, Father. I am just looking around for that chalice or any hint of magic here.
That's something, I'm sure of it.
We're gonna have to kill that guy if I want his key. Well, maybe we don't. I think that's the same guy. I can't tell if he's got a key on him. It's not the same guy.
Let's put some oil on that later.
Ow! Hey!
Come on out so I can hurt you.
I didn't expect him to be immune to being...
I know you're there, and I will find you.
You can't escape all of us.
You can't escape, thief.
It'll go a lot better for you if you just surrender now.
Best hope I don't find you.
You're going to the gallows, thief.
Brother Matthias has fled to the bell tower. He barred the door behind him and seemed to barely notice me before rushing away up the ladder. I heard our brother's desperate struggle to gain entry, but our work stood strong, even against our own. I fear they perished in the ensuing racket as I remained silent. Builder, forgive me. Crypt key. Good thing I came up here, I suppose. Everyone has their swords drawn since the failed knockout attempt.
What's that in the shadows?
Not sure.
That really was nothing. What was that?
Oh! They can actually climb.
You can't escape, thief. You can't escape, thief.
Oh, that must be where I need to go next, the cellar. It's quite a fall. Haven't seen a female brigand yet. She doesn't have any, there's like no keys or anything around her waist either. Probably have to do this jump. Can't drop keys in this one. I get the feeling I'm gonna want holy water. So let's make our way back down to where we attempted to knock out the guard. Okay, so I guess we're gonna kill him. Oh, nice! You can get back arrows after you use them on people. I do feel a little bad about that, but since knocking out didn't work, we'll kill him instead. Ah, there's nothing left in the holy water font. Actually, there is water here. I cannot take it though, or scoop it up. I'm not here for loot, to remember that. Oh, hello. There is holy water here? No. Well, it looks like there is, but I'm not allowed to take any of it. Just the water arrows. We missed a tiny bit of text upstairs. I don't think we missed anything else, though. I'm willing to just let it stay up there too. Whatever was said. Let's head down to the crypt. That is a spiked pit. I need to be careful while I'm down here. That's water dripping. I wasn't sure what that sound was for a bit. The creature responsible for the mass killings was a manifestation made possible by paganic rituals carried out on the sacred ground during the time the church was held by a small band of heathens. The brothers who managed to drive out the barbarians found little rest, for they were soon attacked by the pagans' vengeful beast. Those who survived the initial attack are said to have banded together in a successful attempt to subdue the creature in the chapel's crypt. Through the use of holy water and brute force, the creature was trapped, slain, and interred in a protective sarcophagus. The chapel was abandoned, still considered sacred and heretical to destroy, abandoned with a warning to any who would hear it, a warning to never. Locate any sources of pagan magic. Purify the tainted remains in holy water. We don't have any holy water. We have to go back upstairs and get it then from the font, I suppose. Yeah, these arrows are not blessed. Although it sounds like there's a creature out and about now, and maybe it has decided to kill the people who are here desecrating the church. That would be myself included, considering that I took some stuff from the altar.
I'll have your guts for my bootstraps. Can't hide forever, you inbred coward.
really want the gold. There's nothing else there. The Uncommon Record. There lies great debate amongst the followers of the Builder and the different cults, chapters and orders established by them on the matter of mirages, spirits, and revenants. Well, the official stance of the Church is that any discussion on such topics is to be considered heresy and punished accordingly. Within the halls of many churches and monasteries, the matter is not seen as quite so one-sided. Stories of forces beyond death and human reasoning are older than the Church itself, and many brothers view studying these supernatural events as a natural part of your pursuit for knowledge. Yet such research is most often limited to only those in veteran positions of the clergy. This independent publication aims to satisfy the curiosity of those outside this so-called inner circle. Geists, or the so-called malevolent spirits, are amongst the most often reported supernatural encounters. Unlike other forms of undead, the Geist usually lacks a physical manifestation. Instead, it makes its presence known through voices, smells, and exerting unnatural forces on the surrounding. Some elements of this phenomenon include disembodied voices, items of furniture seemingly moving under their own power, and sightings of bright spherical lights floating in the room. Some accounts describe text and drawings appearing on walls and pieces of parchment, as if written by an invisible hand.
You win this round, Rogue.
I haven't found the chalice yet. Maybe it'll be revealed to us as we continue to complete our other objectives. So the vials can't be taken or used, and the holy water font down here is not... I can't interact with it. Then I need to look this up, because I am lost. I'm confused. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'll be back. Okay, everyone. There's no information on the internet about Exhumed. So, I took a look at our objectives, though, and it says purify the tainted remains in holy water. I assumed this meant that I need to find holy water and put it on the bones that were in that tomb, that sarcophagus. Maybe instead, however, we dip the strange skull in this. So let's give that a try and see what happens. Before we go down there, I want to investigate something I noticed on the altar up here. Well, not the altar, the candle area. It looked like there was a strange plant here. I didn't check to see if maybe the chalice was located here. Oh, interesting. Okay, slow matches. These didn't work the last time we had them. Hopefully they'll work this time. I get these... These must be the really long matches that they use in... during masses. To light candles from a distance.
Ah!
Well, there are apparently traps. Right, I should have anticipated that. Oh, look at that. It's quite visible as well. Oh, that was a gunshot also. Woo! Oh, that was quite an ending. He jumped literally out the window. My thought was that there was indeed something going to appear, like downstairs, and I was gonna race upstairs to actually jump out that window anyway. So when I ran upstairs and then began shaking, I'm like, I made the right choice, only to see the horrific creature up there waiting for me. Oh my goodness, that was scary. Alright, not bad. Quick little mission. We dealt 24,116 points of damage and received 6. We picked one pocket. We acquired almost none of the loot, 148 out of 500. We knocked out 6 things? Sorry, 4 things? What did I kill by player 4? No, it was only 1. Right? We killed the one thief. 2 suspicious, 4 searches, 0 sightings, and that was it. Alright, everyone. That was a fun little mission. And, well, I guess we'll do another one in the next episode. So I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.